Man, our national team, man, that's going to be the catalyst for everything that we have moving forward with PPT. You know, when we look at just the landscape of football, right? The landscape of football is changing, and opportunities are coming few and far between with a lot of athletes. A lot of athletes are slipping through the cracks. And so one of the things that I wanted to do with the national team is I wanted to provide as much exposure as possible on a national stage for our guys to get recruited. You know, we started this thing with our 7-on-7 teams, and that brought in a lot of eyes for our guys, a lot of opportunity for our players to play at the next level. But when we look at it, man, the number one thing that you can't do is you can't replace football. And so we wanted to start a varsity high school national team that will play on a national stage, and that'll be coming in the spring of 2022. Now, I know many of you are asking the question, how can this help me? How can this help my child? Well, the number one way that it can help, one, is you're getting top-level coaching. Like I told you before, man, I'm a 5-year NFL veteran. I've done it at the highest level. All of our coaches are all ex-D1 players or professional players. You're getting top-level coaching right now. Also, recruiting exposure, right? What's the purpose of all this if you can't get the exposure that you're looking for on the recruiting circuit, right? The game of recruiting has changed. With the new signing day in December, a lot of guys that have great talent, great ability are slipping through the cracks because everything is being moved up at a faster pace, right? When you talk about the national team, the type of teams that we're playing have 3, 4, and 5-star guys. The guys that are getting recruited now, giving you the opportunity to showcase your skill set in front of them. When we talk about the recruiting exposure as well, you're talking about somebody like myself who has direct contact to the type of coaches that you're looking for to get the film in front of. Whether it's the practice film that we'll send in, whether it's the game film that we'll send in. Everything that we do, we can make phone calls for you in order to get in front of those people. Now, we talk about the national team as well. We have 10 schools that are currently committed to coming in and scouting our guys, whether it's in person or whether it's through game film. When we look at the opponents that we're playing, FSP, they're based out of Seattle, Washington. You look at Air Football Academy based out of Tacoma, and the type of athletes that they have that are getting recruited with the connections that their coaches have as well. It is a perfect breeding ground for opportunities if you're looking to get at the next level. And that's the number one thing that we want to do. The difference between us and your high school is your high school, when you talk about coaches coming out to recruit, there needs to be guys in order for them to get to your high school. There has to be something that is bringing them there. The difference is we're bringing you directly to them through our contacts, through our relationships, through the direct access that we have. You have the opportunity to be placed in front of them on their desk and showcase your skills.